smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see?
Hi ladies, and welcome to today's video where you're gonna get a little bit of everything. We're gonna be cleaning, we're gonna be decluttering, we're gonna be organizing, and we're gonna be setting up a new vacuum cleaner that I have been wanting to get for I think 2 years right now. So very exciting time for me in this video. And we are starting off in the kitchen where basically all I had to do was clean the sink. So if you have been here for a while, I have mentioned in some of my previous videos that I am trying to get back into my cleaning routine where I clean a little bit each day. And this was the first week where I was truly back to it. And as the result, on Saturday, I did not have as much of things to clean. And I was able to just concentrate on some of the decluttering and organization projects that I wanted to get to. So fingers crossed that this is gonna stay like that, because I have been really enjoying that Saturday. It did not feel very rushed. I was able to do things around the house. And like I said, it was just a really good feeling to have the house mostly clean on Saturday morning. So let me know in the comments, how are you doing with the cleaning routine? If you are doing it on a daily basis, a little bit, on weekends, or kind of depending on a week. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Marta. I am a full-time working mom. I have 2 kids. They are 10 and 6. And on my channel, you'll see a lot of videos about decluttering, cleaning, different types of routines, organization, things basically around household management from a working mom perspective. So if this is your first video, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you subscribe down below. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back.
You told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. I'm a rolling stone tonight, never to be settled. Though I know I can't deny your eyes, I've got this inner battle. I don't know how to act. I ain't a person who understands the commitment of a romance, but somehow I need you close.
So after doing those few random things I had around the house to catch up, so the sink, the dining room table, and changing the shower curtain, I finally wanted to open my new vacuum cleaner. So like I said, something I wanted to get for a long time. For the past few months, I have been doing some research on what type of vacuum cleaner to get. There were some much cheaper options, obviously, than Dyson, but based on the reviews, based on information from friends of mine who have the vacuum cleaner, that is the one I decided to go with. The reason why it took so long, so almost 2 years, to get it is because it's expensive. And I do already have a vacuum, and it's a Dyson. It's just not cordless. So the reason I wanted to get it is because I want to vacuum more, and it just seems with the cord, it just seems like much more of a hassle to get it out. And I have been trying to vacuum every day, and it was not happening. So we have now a dog. We had her for a year and a half now, and she sheds a lot. Our previous dogs did not. So the house really does need to be vacuumed on a daily basis. So this was a purchase to encourage me to do that. But again, because it was so expensive, I really did not want to do it. But then I got some money for my birthday last month, so I decided to use most of it or all of it and then add some more to get that vacuum cleaner. So I am absolutely loving it. Yes, I have been vacuuming every day. It's like sometimes we say, oh, when guys get some new toys, they play with them all the time at first. Well, that's me with the vacuum cleaner right there. Definitely am loving it. And if you are in the market for a vacuum cleaner, I found the best price at Costco. So something to check out if you are looking. But let me know if you have this type of a vacuum, if you have another cordless, and if you are enjoying it.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be.
So the vacuum cleaner was charging. It took a while for it to charge. That's kind of, the first time when you got it. So what we did is I took my daughter, we went to Target to get the school supplies. It is still over a month away when they start school. However, I am liking doing those shopping for back to school way before that. This was even a little bit late for me, if you will. I just find it that if I go later, like almost towards the end of the summer, the stores are just crazy and it's so much harder for me to find things because people misplace it. So I decided to go ahead, get everything ready. They were missing like a few items like Kleenex or hand sanitizer, something I can get at Costco or just somewhere different than Target. But I put their school supplies in bins. I put them in the rooms, so when we get to the beginning of the year, we can put it in their backpacks, because right now they are using their backpacks for summer camps. So, but I wanted to organize it so we know what they have and we know what few additional things that they need. So, when do your kids go back to school if you have kids? And have you started shopping for school supplies yet?
Wildest dreams, you'll be by my side when the sun goes city dancing through the night, but I'm not there. You've got me soaring in the clouds, and as the ocean is surrounding me, baby, I'm sure we lost track of time. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope.
And now we are on day 2, so I believe this was Sunday, and I wanted to organize this corner. So this is kind of the mudroom within a playroom, if you will. And I got some bins at Costco when I was shopping for my vacuum cleaner, and I wanted to put them on a top and really check on that top of the fridge sort through those bins. I know there is some things I can declutter from there. And in preparation for my son's 10th birthday, which is gonna be happening next week, we're gonna have a party. There's gonna be a lot of like outside games for the kids. So this was also a good chance for me to check what we have, if I needed to get anything additional, and make sure that it's organized, since there's gonna be a lot of people going through that particular room.
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not.
And what I noticed, a lot of the bins are for our dog. I did not know she has so many things. So it's the ones on the bottom, the black ones and black and white. That's when we have a lot of kid stuff. But it seems like she has a lot of toys, a lot of treats, just a lot of things for a dog. I don't know if it just seems so different. When we had our previous dogs, they were much smaller. And I don't know, they were just very low maintenance, if you will. There was not much that they were required to do, not much gear. They were just going to the yard. If they went for a walk, it was just, a quick one, because they could not last on the long one. So I don't know, if you have big dogs, let me know if you notice that as well, that there is just a lot of things that they require.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start.
And as you can see, it's quite dusty on the top of that fridge. So this is the second fridge in the house, and we use the top for storage of some of the things for the outside, like bubbles or glow sticks. What else did we have in there? Some water balloons, chalk. We don't have yet, well, we store some things in the garage, and I wanted to get one of those storage containers for outside for the toys. I just didn't get to it yet. It kind of keeps on falling down on the list of the things that I want to purchase. So for now, this is still kind of the place where we store it. However, as you can see, it's overflowing. I have not gone through it in a while, so I wanted to consolidate a few things and just make sure that everybody was still using things like that. I almost threw away those pinwheels, but then I decided to keep them for the birthday party, since we're gonna have my nieces and nephews that are much younger. I figured for that occasion they can still play with it, and then I'll just throw it away after that. But there's a lot of bubbles that we're gonna use for my son's birthday party. Just a lot of different toys. So I did get rid of some that were old and leaking and stuff, but it was just good to finally go through those containers. And it definitely felt much more calm and not overwhelming and not rushed, because I did not have that much stuff to clean. to catch up on the weekend. So this is one of the reasons, or the main reason, why I really want to stick to the daily cleaning, because it frees up the time that I can use for those types of projects on the weekend to make progress in decluttering different spaces. And I think I mentioned it in my previous video that one of the next projects is to really go through the playroom and declutter it. So it's probably going to be a couple of more weeks before I do that. But it's something I'm looking forward to, because it seems like there's just too many toys, and especially for the Barbies, they just end up everywhere. I know she's not playing with all of them. It's just a matter of sitting down with her and once again just going through the toys. I did a huge declutter after Christmas, and I'm really happy with the results. But like I said before, I want to make sure that we are starting a school year with a clutter-free space, so they can have an easier time concentrating on their schoolwork and just easier time cleaning up this playroom as well.
You told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me. Reach out to me.
And in case you're wondering why was the giant box in the playroom, is because my kids still like to play with boxes. So we leave them up for them until they're basically done with it. And this one was just sitting on the floor for a few days now after they were done playing with it. So I decided it was time for it to go. It was just a huge box, and that was the reason why they wanted to keep it, because it was so big. So let me know if your kids like to play with just cardboard boxes as well, because I know it like sparks creativity and stuff, but it's just, this one was just too big. So this is all the stuff that's going to the recycle. There was a garbage bag in there with the stuff I decluttered. And now it's finally time to use my vacuum cleaner in this space for the first time. I did use it in the living space. I didn't record it, but it's amazing how light it is. And it's funny. I know I talked about it before. A vacuum cleaner with a cord is really not that big of a deal, but I will tell you that hopefully this stays. Hopefully this is not the shiny new object that it's just gonna last for a few days. But vacuuming is just so much easier to just grab it, vacuum, put it away, instead of dragging this, big thing and trying to quickly clean something up. So really happy with that purchase. And yeah, I'm excited to keep vacuuming every day and not seeing so much hair from our puppy.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young forever. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be. Where did it begin? Where did it end? Hanging on loose strings, unable to bend. I never listened, trying to prove it, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just.
And now that the playroom was nice and clean, I wanted to tackle one more small project for the day, and that was one of the cabinets under the TV stand in the living room. And this is something that my kids have been using for a while to store different kinds of toys that they had in the living space, some projects like beads for my daughter, and it just gets cluttered from time to time, and I just need to go through it. She just showed up to help and lasted exactly 10 seconds. She took out that toy and she's like, oh, can I play with this? I'm like, well, can we declutter first? Can we clean this up? So she did sit on the couch, and I was just asking her, which ones I can keep, or which ones she wants to keep and which ones we can throw away. So she was kind of helping, like supervising what I was doing from the couch. But I did declutter a lot of it. A lot of just didn't belong there. And you're going to see at the end, there was very little that's left. And what I want to do is, after we declutter the playroom, I want to move everything out of that cabinet into the playroom. I think it's time. They were smaller, especially my daughter. My son is already almost 10. So for her, she's 6, and she used to spend just a lot of time in the living space. And now over the summer, she spends majority of the time in the playroom. So it's time for those things to move. And I think what I want to bring into the living space is a few of the board games that we like to play, to kind of encourage us to just spend more family time and play games.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I've been
And now let me know if you have things like this that are just tedious and really don't need to be done, but sometimes you just have this urge, like you really want to do it. So this is me sorting beads that my daughter uses for her art. Yeah. I don't know, it was driving me crazy for a while now, and I know it's hard to kind of sort it out. They were sorted out, but I think one of the either her friend or her cousin tripped over it and it mixed some of them. So this was the end of the organization project. I did get it done, but I just found it funny that I felt the need to actually do it. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it gave you some motivation and encouragement to go after your projects. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.